Good afternoon. Welcome back. Kent Bain with Nine Business Group and Elevate Your Business Spotlight interview. We have Ade joining us today. Ade, please introduce yourself and just as importantly, introduce your company and what you guys do, what sets you apart from the competition. Welcome.
Thank you, Kent. I'm happy to be here. My name is Adeola Oladimeji. You can call me Ade for short. I am the founder and owner, and I run a company called Ascendi Capital, which is a private investment group with a focus on real asset. We look to acquire small businesses with real assets. Uh, we think so. Basically, that's what we do. We focus on the Western Canadian market. Right now, that's a market of our choice.
Okay. Thank you. Did you say that you look to acquire businesses?
Exactly, we buy small businesses. In particular, we look at right now, we're focusing more on the car wash space, RV campsite. We look at mini self-storage, and we buy apartment buildings as well.
Okay. So is this a portfolio that you then put together and then offer investments to average Joe citizen, or is it for without sharing trade secrets, can you give us a little more insight as to the business model and how someone would participate and benefit from what you do?
So we typically partner with accredited investors only because of the laws surrounding securities. And we primarily look in Canada, those are a target investors or partners. We more or less call them partners, not necessarily investors. We call them partners. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. Um, since you've started in business, what has been the biggest challenge you've had to face and how'd you overcome it?
I think like in most businesses, especially small businesses like ours, the most challenging thing we're still facing is access to capital, right? Is access to capital has been the main challenge. I think with access to capital, most of the other issues can be easily solved, right? But I think that's the main challenge. There's that we have a lot of opportunities in the market, a lot of good opportunities in the market, but having access to capital to be able to pull the trigger on those opportunities has been the main challenge for us.
That's pretty commonplace. It's not just for you in the investment side, but for a lot of entrepreneurs is access to capital, growth capital, reinvestment capital for sure. Um, if there was a pirate or a thief in your business, what would they be stealing from you?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, you bet. If there was a pirate or a thief in your business, what would they be stealing from you?
Um, There's something based on my belief, I say grace.
Grace.
Yes.
Why grace? I love the answer. Why grace?
Everything, whether you run a billion or $1 trillion company, or you run a $1 million company, or just a dollar company, everything comes to grace. Being able to execute on that. The grace comes with access to capital, grace comes with having access to a great deal pipeline, grace comes with having a good team. Everything has to do with that's the way I say it's about grace. It's not about the knowledge, it's not everything just grace. Based on my belief, it's about grace. And without grace, things that you never think is possible just happens and you just how did this happen? So you have to put in the work, then grace follows.
Love it. Love it. That's great. Great words. So picking up on that, then what's your definition of success? Business, what is your definition of a successful business?
Successful business, one, being able to generate enough money to continue to engage and continue to build on the business, right? So it's not just about return to our partners, but return to the employee, the return to the community. That's what we define as success. If we're able to make good acquisition, we're able to engage and employ more people. and we're able to give back to the community, whether you're making donations, whether we are employing people, or whether the service that we're providing, that's what I consider as success, because with all that comes return.
Great. Okay. The last most important question. Who should find you? Where are your investments, your client audience? So what kind of people do you want to phone you? And how would they get in touch with you to learn more about how to invest with you?
Absolutely. So you can always reach me on LinkedIn. I'm mostly on LinkedIn. You see my post on LinkedIn talk about my business and what we do. And you can reach me on 604-441-2932. I'm based in Calgary. I can always meet people for coffee. I always love to meet people for coffee. I'm looking to talk to accredited investors, business owners that have got like a mini self storage or car wash, of an apartment building, um, that are looking to sell, or campsites that are looking to sell, or they're looking for partnership. In terms of investors, we partner with accredited investors, which means people that have, in the last 2 years, and as an individual, over 200,000, or as a couple, over 300,000 in the last 2 years, or maybe net worth of over $5 million, or their financial asset of over $1 million, according to the securities definition of who an accredited investor is. Can please get in touch with me. And my email address is ade@ascendi-capital.com. I'm always on LinkedIn. Just check me out, Adeola Oladimeji. Just Google it. Probably that's the first name that's gonna come up on Google.
I would imagine not very popular. So thank you very much. Love it. Keep smiling and keep those investors happy.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what we try to do.
Have fun. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kent. Cheers.